Alright, welcome. ISL Recaps Week 8. I am your host, King Rock. Joining me, as he does every Sunday, is Johnny.
Let's go!
And joining me, as he does a plurality of the Sundays, is Shaded.
Good word, plurality.
Alright, so this week is the last week before the end of the regular season. So going into Week 9, we decided to do a little bit of a playoff preview for you guys. And I trusted Shaded to do this. So what we're going to do is...
believe I'm correct.
We're going to go over the standings in each division before we get to their game of the week. So this one might be a little longer. And so Shaded, take it away for Azure, please.
I will try to keep it brief. Thank you very much, King Rock. Azure, you can see here, there are 3 players with 6 wins, which means that King Rock, Targo, and Relix are all locked for playoffs. It's kind of them fighting to see who gets the bye at the moment. Any of them could do it. It depends. None of them are fighting each other this last week. Though everyone from Zank to possibly Ari are able to make playoffs. This means that some of the matches this week are super important, notably Polo versus Shaded, Targo versus Zank, Papi versus Johnny, the main one, as both players can make playoffs and their loss could cost them.
We literally have the exact same differential and record.
And for the bye, King Rock versus Silverstrong could matter, and Relix versus Ahili could matter. That's just about it with Azure.
And Targo versus Zank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
So
technically Papi or Johnny could slip into the bye as well.
Possibly.
Really?
It would need me, Tago, and Relix to all lose, which would would then favor Zank getting it, because Zank would have to win for that to be possible.
Zank would have to win, indeed.
But yeah, but like if Zank wins 1-0 and you or Papi wins like 3-0,
Well,
then I think Tago still gets the yeah. It's mathematically possible. But yeah, that's so basically.
A lot of stuff.
Ari and Shaded are in the hunt. Ari, if he loses to Polo in his extended game, he is out. He needs to win this one. And then, yeah.
If only that game would ever happen.
And if Ari does end up losing that one, it's more than likely that the loser of Papi and Johnny doesn't make it. Obviously, I would have to beat Polo in my Week 9 game, but, you know, assuming I do, then
and Ari has to win his Week 9 game as well, then.
Yeah, that's a scam.
Okay. Yeah, and then everybody else is out because they've all clinched losing records.
Unfortunately, sir, yes.
Yeah. Alright. Now, for the game of the week. Now, this one is me.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Now, Shaded called it the game of the week when it was played on, like, Thursday, so I decided to make it the game of the week. It's a really close game. It's a really fun game. So turn 1, this was really dumb. I don't know why I decided to Terra and try and snipe the Great Tusk, because I wanted to hold Terra as long as I could until I knew I was getting a kill. But if the Great Tusk was not faster and killed me, why would it stay in? So that was a horrible play by me. I get rewarded with a crit.
And if it was faster than you, I think CC kills both forms, and Headlong kills both.
Yes. Yeah. Here I knock off
the eject pack heat.
God, Tusk is such a mon. -1 defense, 51.
Yeah, I finished that off, but unfortunately I have to say goodbye to Donnie P.
Rest in P.
Yeah.
Now I get my Skarmory in, set the rocks on the Zapdos, go into Regice.
Yeah. Now Regica is quite good here. There's a lot of, there's 2 big special threats here.
Yeah.
And it is an ice resist for Weavile, technically.
Yep. And
great play.
Ceaseless. Get staticked, unfortunate.
Yeah. I could have Aqua Cuttered, which doesn't make contact, but I still would have inevitably gotten static parried on the Jet anyway.
Yeah. And you get a spike up.
Yeah. Here, I rest a little early, because I really am worried about Regice's HP. Here, I'm still barely out of Axel range, but I am forced to body press.
Yeah. Guess just fire for Plume.
Alright, now here I absolutely get cooked by this Alomomola. So I should know something is up when it play roughs and it takes so much from Aqua Cutter. Here I decide, because now I am in range of +2 triple axle, I go into Skarmory and risk a burn here to get the roost so that I can continue checking Weavile.
Yeah.
Then I go to Jolteon.
It's a burn now. Kind of rough, it's in case you were
Now I Volt Switch to do 31, and I get Magic Coated.
And you get Magic Coated.
I really should have just gone into Hammerat. I don't know why I didn't. But yeah, that was... I got completely cooked by this Alomomola. I did not see Mirror Coat coming. Even AV, I did not expect it to take that little from my Jolteon. I just really underestimated this mon. I didn't think it would even come. I expected Corviknight. But, yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Alomomola is just really good this gen. I think a lot of the moveset additions it got really helped it out. Just the meta itself really helped, because it's a kind of recovery mon, but didn't rely on the 8 PP moves now.
Now, I went to Hammerat here just to sort of reset so that it would just die and then I could go into whichever mon I needed to.
Yeah, just sack, make sure that you have the advantage on...
Unfortunately, that's my only mon. It's 8 HP, that was still my best mon to check Flareon. So now we're in a bit of trouble.
We're in an awkward spot.
Now, he tricks me, so now I'm actually feeling pretty good, because now the Porygon Z is slower than Jolteon and in range of T-Bolt. But here, I make the only play I can, which is just eye-deffing on the Protect. And now, Body Press kills if I don't get burned. Unfortunately, I do.
Yeah.
But I'm able to prevent Flareon from recovering, so here I just go into Jolteon and sort of just hope T-Bolt kills.
Which, it's at, I think, 27 now, because we've seen its boots. Like, Jolteon is quite a strong mon, really.
Yeah. Now here, I Volt Switch, and I'm just basically hoping that I don't draw T-Bolt on Sleep Talk if he goes for SD here. Because T-Bolt was like a 2-hit KO from there.
Yeah.
So if he was SD Shard, I could have lost if I drew the wrong move, but Jolteon is able to just clean up because I had Alluring Voice. Alright.
Nice.
Now, Platinum standings. Take it away once again, Shaded.
Thank you, thank you. You can see here, one individual Turquoise Yoshi, 7-1, jeez! And Paycheck, I think that's how you pronounce it, at 6-2. Both of those players are locked. Everyone below it, though, well, everyone below it with 4 or 5 wins, is fighting for those 4 last playoff spots. There's potential for every single one of them to make it here. Some maybe not over others, but that means there's a lot of important games. You have Kirjan versus Godkip, or Snake God Kunoe on the dock. You have Suboku versus Paycheck, where Suboku needs that win. You have Film versus Frog Duck, where both players need that win. Turquoise versus Blazeman, Blaze needs that win. Glob versus Seedigs, where Glob needs that win. And Baylong versus Jamboy, which is a kind of game that doesn't matter as much, but you might see something entertaining from that game, considering it doesn't matter for their playoffs.
Alright, now the Platinum Game of the Week are 1-seed Turquoise Yoshi against BT Bronzongs. Now, this
I see a knock towel. I'm hyped.
This is one of the greatest games I've ever seen. And it's entirely because of something that didn't happen.
Right. Yeah, it's important here. Check out the chat.
Yeah, well, I'll just read what because it doesn't show the chat on the video, but I'll read what it says. Alright, so Sceptile is doing just sort of sad damage to this Cresselia. That was pretty decent, but...
Yeah, I mean, to a Cresselia.
Now he goes to Jirachi, and Cresselia Lunar dances.
36 on a crit.
He Lunar dances. Now, Turquoise Yoshi has a Terra Oricorio. If Cresselia Lunar dances in front of Oricorio, Oricorio's dancing ability will activate, and even if it's gotten up like a bunch of QDs, it will kill itself.
No way!
You will. He would be giving Turquoise Yoshi a free Lunar Dance, which is pretty important. The Lunar Dance restores all HP status and PP to him on. But
doesn't it?
Yeah, it takes care of the problem. So I thought that was a really good tech by Soboko there.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it's still just fine in the game anyway. Like, potentially you get, like, a second health bar on something like Tinkerton, or Kyurem especially is scary.
Yeah, and he did bank the Lunar Dance, so he could actually he could have actually preserved the Raikou there, I think, to get it back.
Yeah, Jirachi.
Yeah.
Jirachi getting a lot of iron heads here. You know, people think, oh, you know, Covert Cloaks around Scarf Jirachi is not really it, but kind of hard to slot Covert Cloaks sometimes.
Unfortunately, the Lunar Dance actually procs on the Tinkaton to restore its PP.
Yes.
So, unfortunately.
Oh, big Ice Hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he had preserved the Raikou and, like, gone Araquanid and then back into Raikou, that would have been really tech. He gets the Heat Wave burn to take out...
yeah.
This Noctowl has done a lot of cool things this season. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm proud of him, honestly.
Gets a good amount of damage against Ursaluna here as well. Means that no matter what Kyurem clicks, he gets a kill.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, trans rights, let's go!
Let's go.
Gigaton Hammer does not do enough. Play Rough
does
not do enough.
Kind of force it into this weird situation where it wants to roost most turns.
Mm-hmm.
There's potential to go Kyurem here on a lot of these turns. Suboku ends up not wanting to do that.
Well, Kyurem would just allow in Jirachi, which is scarfed, so... He gets the Encore to stop the roosts, which is important here, so now he's effectively trading this weakened Tinkaton for this Mandibuzz.
And then Kyurem comes in and plays Ice Beam, and then Jirachi comes in.
He flinches. Gone. However, Araquanid resists Iron Head, so all he needs to do is not flinch once.
Does need to break
free. Be fine. He gets the Leech Life off.
Yep, he gets it.
And now he Terra Waters, and this is the deadest Sylveon imaginable, folks.
Boom!
Araquanid clicking water moves is an absolute nuke. Alright, now we're gonna
got that two times.
We're gonna skip Diamond from now, and we're gonna go to Pearl Division. Shaded, please take it away.
Now this is in fact my division. You can see here only one person with more than 5 wins, a Silent Musician even. They are locked for playoffs, and notably, because of their incredible differential, Jeffy Jeff here is locked as well. I believe for the 2 4-4 -2s that you can see there, and the 4-4 -4 with Jesty, they just have no chance of ever overtaking Jeffy Jeff, even if he loses 6-0 here.
Yep.
Therefore, he'll always make it over them, which means he's guaranteed at least 6th. That means that, however, Emmy, Pollux, Cloud, Python, Sherry, and Jesty are all fighting for that last slot, which means that notable games in this week will include Glitchy vs Pollux, Silent vs Python, Cloud vs Needle, Emmy vs Sherry,
my goat Needle,
and Jeff vs Jesty, which, as seen some of the scheduling thus far, we'll see how that one ends up.
So that would mean... If Python, Sherry, and Jesse, because none of them play each other, if they all lose, that would mean Lum could sneak in there as well, correct?
Yeah,
because Lum's differential is really good.
Lum has good differential.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because
Lum is against
3 and 5
days
plus
as well.
3.
I think there's maybe a way if they do all lose it, right?
Yeah, if they all lose and Lum wins, he's in.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, interesting.
I think Needle should get the spot.
I
think Needle would go crazy.
He has tried his best this season.
Alright.
No, he got robbed.
Now, let's go to one of my favorite games, another one of my favorite games of this week, Emmy versus Python.
Ooh, another Sylveon.
I love seeing 2 grassy terrain setters, and neither of them are Bulu Rillaboom.
Alright, so we have Tailwind Gliscor.
And
yeah, that's sick, Ted.
Does very little.
Oh, here's the worm.
And he roars out the worm.
Roar is smart.
Fake out Thwacky.
Notably, does 1% after the grassy terrain.
Listen, that's big chip.
That's damage.
It's okay.
42% with a wood hammer through reflect is pretty crazy.
And it's not banded either. Thwacky's, it's just strong, yeah.
Alright, but now this gouging fire as a sub up.
Very scary.
And it's got grassy ground cover.
Now, here, you don't want to shell smash in front of a Mon behind a sub. You want to prioritize breaking the sub first, because that might happen.
Actually.
Yeah.
That might happen.
Really cool set here, Sub Dragon Tail. Kind of something that people would think kind of weird, the combination, but if the only thing that's going to force you out is like one specific Mon, and you have a sub up, and you just force that out, and you get another sub or another DD, eventually that Mon just gets enough chip to where it can win. You see in this game, the one Mon that actually does kind of force it out is that Blastoise. So it's able to just do this sort of thing over and over. The grassy terrain from Thwacky is definitely helping, and Blastoise is gone. Very offensive.
He didn't sub there, though, which was a little unfortunate. Because if he had subbed first, he would still be behind a sub.
We're in this awkward spot now.
Yeah. Because now he subs on the Driftblim, which ends up being a really good play.
I appreciate subbing and Dragon Tailing here. You kind of want to save the Flare Blitz for something else. Ends up still hitting the Driftblim and dying because of Driftblim's incredible HP stat. But Emmy is now 3 Mons down into 5.
Yep.
But that's Thwacky's still on the field.
Very tough position.
The Thwacky's still on the field.
Right,
notably,
Sneasler's in. Sneasler takes a ton from Hyper Voice from the Arbol.
Gets the Arbol kill here.
But Python still is a Gliscor, so Sneasler is not great. But here comes
However, what's
the worm.
Here comes the worm. It's the same set every week.
Hey, this set's broken.
Oh, the Grassy Seed Iron Treads goes crazy.
I do like Grassy Seed as like kind of booster, but it's interesting.
Yeah, it's
cool. Slightly bigger boost than Booster Energy.
Now, that Iron Tail just eliminates that Sylveon, which is his only special attacker. And so now the Orthworm has +2 defense, is immune to ground, no weaknesses. So now this game is a wrap.
Yeah.
We're gonna,
it was T-Spike Gliscor too.
Yeah, we're gonna just skip turns. That Earthworm cleans up. Great comeback win for Emmy. Puts her in the 3 seed now. Which is a very good game all along. Now we're gonna go to Diamond. Before I give it away to Shaded, I want to tell you guys how proud I am of you guys. I caught up on your games on the way on the Amtrak ride home. This division is my division to admin. A lot of great games this week. This was the toughest week I've had to pick the game of the week. I ended up picking 2, and I just wanted to give Dusty a shout out for this Gliscor set. I wanted to include that one as game of the week so badly, but it's just a Gliscor going full Gliscor, and I couldn't justify it. But that was a really, really good game by Dusty to put him into the playoff standing. So take it away, Shaded.
Yeah, I've been a guest so much now I don't even get my own game. Kinro just picks twice. Anyway, Ceramic and Blazing have the coveted more than 5 wins, and are therefore locked for playoffs. And I believe, as his differential is much higher than most other contemporaries, Gray from the Space City Pokemon Club is also locked.
Yeah.
That means, however, that pretty much everyone between Hero and Radish are kind of fighting for this last spot here. So the big games this week are going to be Christy versus Austin, Ralphie versus JCK, Hero versus Radish, of which the winner kind of makes it and the loser might not, and Dusty versus Ceramic Face. I think there might be a world where potentially LPT or Austin can make it if they have a huge wins, and a couple of, like, if JCK loses and Christy loses, possibly. I haven't done the maths on that, so, you know what? Try your best, boys and girls, and everyone else.
Yeah, it's very close in the middle there.
All divisions have been close. It's been a great season for everyone.
Yep. Alright, so first game of the week, we have... Actually, I'm going to do this one second, because this game is incredible. So this is the runner-up for game of the week at Diamond. We have Christy versus Kai the Goat.
Oh yes, really, Christy's back.
Really fun game here.
Yeah.
Ting-Lu versus Lurantis.
Yeah.
I'm getting deja vu. Didn't we have a Lurantis game last week, too?
Yep. Alright. Stone Edge on the Gyapdos.
Ooh.
Big hit.
Yeah.
Man, this Stone Edge is doing a ton. That is definitely, like, offensive assault vest.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. I love Teen Lu because you can just be max attack adamant. And, like, he got crit on the U-turn from a Zapdos Galar and only
Oh,
took
but what is
46.
this?
Iron Defense Slow King, yo!
It's
demon.
it's Iron Defense.
Iron Defense,
it is
come
Calm
on.
Mind. The Earth
Oh,
Power
you
is
ain't
done
doing
17.
Yeah. You do have to wonder, what the last move on this is, though.
Yeah.
Because you can't really be Slack Off on this set because there is a Dark type in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to think, is it something like Grass Knot?
It could be
something else?
Scald. It could be Scald would be my.
Oh yeah, into the
If
rain
Cloaking
king.
still gets
Yep.
Scald.
Yeah.
Now this Electro
Oh, the
Shot still does
Electro
a ton to Raikou, which is
Dang, yeah.
Archaeolodon is such a demon.
Yeah.
Oh my good
Nobody
lord!
lives.
look-
Perfectly
Draco
EV'd.
won.
And he lives on 1 from the crit Aura Sphere to take Raikou down.
Glaive Rush here.
And now it's Ursaring time.
Oh no! He
Well,
glaive rushed
it's
into the
back.
Terra Fairy.
Goodbye, Loranthus.
Dude, those body slams are going in.
You do not want to
Uh-oh.
will-o-wisp Ursaring.
Yeah.
He's going crazy!
And it is the return of Christie's Ursaring in earnest.
Oh,
at
and he
skillfully
misses.
dodging
Off of the rest.
the Icicle Crash on the rest. It would not have
see,
killed.
it
would not
barely
have killed.
even matters.
Yeah. Now he calls rest. But now he calls
And
Body
then
Slam!
Body Slam, yeah!
Unfortunately, he
comes in.
falls there to a crit Brave Bird. I don't know if that mattered. But at
Yeah.
this point,
Yeah.
Zapdos Tinglu Ogerpon is going to be able to clean this match up.
I wonder, and obviously it's hard to say, I wonder if Kai should have doubled back into Zapdos
Yeah.
to get more HP and potentially try to live the EQ. I don't think it ever happens because that Tinglu's so offensive.
Mm-hmm.
But it was maybe a play he could have made, and like
Yeah.
I think Ogerpon just does so much and has that high crit chance on Ivy Cudgel.
Yeah, it was,
True,
it was
true.
tough. Alright,
But yeah, those were great
final
sets.
game. Tail Radish versus Gray.
Horatorio, yes!
Snorlax, let's go.
Alright. Oh, you ain't seen
Let's
nothing yet.
go.
Alright, let's begin. Whimsicott, Weezinggaller, Sludge Wave, Sash.
Sad.
Trick Room.
Notably a faster than Whimsicott. I guess because it clicked Trick Room.
No, oh, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right,
no,
because it was a
Trick-
Focus Sash, so it was Huh!
No, no Trick Room.
Oh, it's Prankster.
minus
It's
two.
still
Negative
Prankster
priority,
with
yeah.
it's still Prankster with Memento. Yeah, no, so it wasn't. The Trick Room was just negative priority. The Memento was positive
Oh,
priority.
Into the
Yeah,
Agua Berry.
Yeah, in my head I was like, why is this
Yeah.
thing so fast?
And now
Dead.
the Snorlax has belly drummed,
Boom.
but he's got
Oh,
a Sash,
Sash or Coria.
Bonclave, go.
but he misses the Hurricane.
No.
Body
Horatorio.
slamming. Now he
Subs here, just,
wisely subs to Toxic Stall out the Snorlax.
Yeah.
But now Mimikyu is in.
Break the disguise. And then get your back broken by a Mimikyu.
Oh
And
wait,
guess
this is
what?
Ajax.
We
I
ain't
love
done
Ajax.
trick rooming. We ain't not done trick rooming.
Yeah. Drain comes in.
Gets
eats
a
the energy
huge
boost.
energy ball off on Greninja. Scald doing a ton. Tail Glow.
Moonblast.
Yeah, Yum eats the Moonblast. Citrus.
It worked.
It did.
Yeah.
It did get out of range. Gren here does.
And
get
now,
the chance
because
to get
Gren
the
is
boost.
so fun,
The Battle
we are
Bond.
one Ice Beam freeze away from this game being over in the other direction, but
Dang.
Amoonguss holds on.
Lives with 7%. It's crazy.
Yeah, that was a very fun game. That was one of my favorites of the week. But yeah, so everybody, good luck. Final week, no extensions. Everybody,
Let's clutch it up.
see ya, and we will see you next week. I am planning on having us do the playoffs as well. I'm not sure if we're going to do all of the playoff games or if we're just going to pick a few from each week and then only cover all of them when we hit semis. We'll see. All right.
We will see.
See you.